Firefighters remain perched high on these long ladders, hoses in hand.
Oh!
News Talk Radio 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, dial 751-WIOD from Dade. In Broward, 524-WIOD. Outside the 305 area code, toll-free 1-800-944-WIOD. And Bell South Mobility customers make it a free call by dialing star IOD. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
If Neil Rogers and two people tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock have intercourse on television, they will get a large share of the audience. That takes no talent.
Riding along to the gay square dance, got a great big zipper in the back of my pants. Get off my horse at the old barn door, got my saddle turned around, I'm a-riding on the horn. Look inside, folks are dancing all around. There goes Johnny in his mother's nightgown. All a man left and all a man right. All the man needs is a pillow to bite. Give your partner a silly smirk. All join hands for a big circle jerk. Volunteers, all raise your hand. Who's gonna be the next pivot man? Invite your partner home for a drink, lick your lips and give him a wink with a great big smile and a great big nod. Let him know your gerbils declawed.
12:07 at WIOD. Happy Thursday. Happy second to last day of the year to you. We're having a interesting day here, a little bit frustrating as usual, but that's why we're here, to take out our frustrations and share them with you. We have an open line. It's on a star line, star IOD, and two and Dade. Dade really off their feed today. Very disappointing, but not surprising. At 751-9463. Here's Tampa. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
First of all, a sincere thanks for a great year of entertainment.
Sure.
You guys, you're doing it. I feel bad, about the Rick and Suds situation over here, but I do feel with
What
Ron,
do you feel, sir?
Well, I guess they're not going to be on in the afternoons, from what I gather, with Blabo.
Right.
But
starting
I do feel
Monday.
that, what?
Starting this coming Monday.
Yeah. No, I love Blob.
Very possible.
Blob belongs in the afternoon. He's
on another station, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he'll be doing SLA material.
The guy that called yesterday was absolutely correct. He should be like the head of the radio division for Cox Enterprises when he said that they should have kept YNF with what we were doing, put Ron and Ron on in the morning, put me on in midday, Rick and Suds in the afternoon, Randy at night, and made it into a really great FM station and got a 10 share. And if they wanted to keep Lassiter, stick him and a bunch of boring people over on the AM, and it would have been perfect.
Right. Well, I feel with the Ron and Ron lead-in, though, Neil, you should realistically do at least a 7 or 8 share.
At least, at the very least.
Because
if they do a 20, I should do at least a 7 or 8.
And you know what the ironic part is? Those guys should be back on YNF.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. But no, I'm saying it's so confusing.
And how come they're paying to bring in over here a Hot 105, which has been up until now basically another one of these slush music stations where they don't pay anybody any money, and now they're spending gigantic bucks to get this syndicated Tom Joyner show out of Dallas to put this guy on the air in the morning, and they're bringing in Ron and Ron over there to put him on in the morning on the AM, but with us over here at WIOD, it's like, we don't know.
The whole thing's totally confusing.
It is.
By the way, forget the expensive crap. My 2 favorite gifts I got for Christmas, the IOD calendar and the Buffalo Still Sucks T-shirt, which I'm starting to really wonder about that, the way the Dolphins
Well,
play.
Someday it'll be good, though. Just keep it handy. Someday it'll be good. Someday we'll finish ahead of them.
What happened to the Dolphins, though, Neil? They just went into that.
Do we really have to go into this? I mean, it's like the second to last day of the year. We're only like 3 days away from the New England game on Sunday. Do we really have to digest? I can't stomach it.
Well, I will say one thing, though. I love SUN carrying Weaver and Mandich. The whole game is one big cart.
Right.
Buddy of mine and I, we just roll. We go back in my den and watch.
Jim Mandich takes a snort or two after each game.
Right.
And in fact, I usually take a snort or two after we've been playing the last couple of weeks myself.
Are we on the air?
Maybe they should be taking a snort or two before the game. It could only help.
But
maybe we need to get Mercury Morris back because, after all, he's got a lot of spare time on his hands now.
Well, with Mercury, we definitely be able to do a couple snorts or two after every game.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay.
Well,
anyway, Steve DeBerg is God.
Yeah.
He starts Sunday. And I can't understand why the... has there been any word who's starting Sunday, Neil?
No. You just said it.
because I can't believe that they would actually go into New England.
Can I say something to you, sir?
What?
See ya. We have an open line in Dade. That's another one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm much, I get all this crap about being so nasty and people are intimidated and they're afraid to call me and all this other pansy crap. I'm much too nice and much too patient with these people. When somebody starts going, I mean, he's a good guy, he just has nothing to say, and he just keeps hemming and hawing and hesitating, and it's a killer, man. He's killing me. He's killing you. He's killing me. He's killing all of us. So kill him first before he kills the whole show, is what I say. It's our new policy. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to talk a little hockey.
Okay.
This Saturday with the Ducks.
Yep.
We're going to come in camouflage and bring duck calls. It's duck season.
All right.
So,
let's get them.
We want to get the word out. Everybody bring duck calls and let's blast that place.
Beauty.
About time we get our home record going the other way, and that road record is looking terrific. So
well, I think the Ranger game gave us the momentum, and now this tremendous road trip. And I'm going to tell you, after what a lot of people aren't realizing, and I don't want to put a canary on us, but after the game on Saturday, we have got the toughest stretch. Let me get my little schedule out. It is brutal, man. Have you seen the schedule?
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder.
Okay,
I've got it pasted right here next to me.
After this game on Saturday, we got the Rangers on Monday. These are all away games. At New York, Friday at New Jersey against the Devils, on Saturday at Boston with the Bruins. Then we got a few days off. We'll need them for the Thursday the 13th at Pittsburgh against the mighty Penguins.
Montreal.
And then the 15th at Montreal and the 17th at the Islanders. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 big, gigantic away games, and that's going to be the real true test to see if we can really keep it going.
Yeah, and then they come back home against Washington with no piece of cake either.
Right. Now, we can kick their ass.
Oh, yeah. They should have done it the other night, but a tie is better than a loss.
Yeah, hey, we'll take it. We'll take this tremendous, our month of December, 7-2-2.
But,
not bad for an expansion team, and I should point out, 10 points ahead of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I just mentioned in passing.
But one thing I got for Christmas was a duck call just for this reason. I went out and bought a couple extra tickets so we could take the kids to the game.
Right.
And we're going to go down there and blast the duck calls and tell them it's duck season, and that's the way it's going to be.
Okay.
Go in there and kick some butt.
Right.
All righty.
See you Saturday.
See ya.
Bye. See ya. Open line in Dade, 751. One on the blue line, 524-9463, and one on the world-famous Bell South Mobility Star line at Star IOD. 12 minutes past noon at WIOD and WSUN.
Afternoon at 2, it's Rick and Suds. Then at 6, it's Sports Talk 610.
News Talk Radio 610. WIOD.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
That damn faggot. I can't stand him.
Oh!
You pop out on the scene, make the girl scream, skin that's supple and fine. It's 16, it's beautiful, and it's fine. It gets kisses from girls, they stroke and spells, never touch her behind.
Yes!
It's 16, it's beautiful, and it's fine. It goes crazy when it's pet. When it's bigger, it's better yet. It filled my hand, it touched my chest. Ooh, when it blew, it ruined my vest. It came out of my jeans and into my life. Oh, how it makes me feel fine. It's 16, so beautiful, and it's mine.
Blow that thing, baby. 1217 at WIOD. Let's do Clearwater. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How
Yes,
you
sir.
doing?
Okay.
I want to talk about this lineup thing here. Basically, I don't really think that Ron and Ron's a good intro for you.
Really?
It'd be like, remember back in the 80s when Bush had to get someone that was downplayed to make him look good?
That is a bunch of shot.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But I'm telling you, I think that, to be real, the only person that could lead into your show would be Howard Stern.
There you go.
I'm deathly serious.
I agree.
And Ron, I've
Howard
talked
and
to a
Neil
bunch-
back-to-back, 20 share minimum. Minimum.
They have a different type of audience, though. They don't
Blue
have
collar, more blue collar.
Yeah, it's not that intellectual type humor.
Ron and Jaz back to back would be good.
There you go. Yeah, that's the same type of mentality.
See ya. I could just like be in stereo, like a big echo. See ya. Yeah.
It'll be a see ya contest.
Right.
But no,
like he could stand
really
out in the middle of the 79th Street Causeway, and they could stand out there on the Howard Franklin Bridge and just yell across the stage, and you could hear it reverberate. It would hit. It would like right about Lake Okeechobee. It would like bang again. Yeah. You're like in a big, gigantic thing.
It'll echo off the few office towers we have in Tampa Bay.
Right.
But that's really the only lead-in for you would be Howard Stern. I think.
I got news for you. I'm kissing the ground that they got Ron and Ron in the morning over there. I mean, it may not be the greatest, but they're very popular for whatever the reason. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm going to relish every listener.
True.
If I get like an additional 2 points, if I go from a 4, 7, and 18 to 34, which probably we're doing about a 6 or a 7 in men, to like an 8 or a 9 in men 18 to 34, we are going to be kicking ass over there. Believe me.
I think
with no promotion, with no nothing.
I think you'll pick up a few points.
Especially some Jew fag in Miami, in a market that, quite frankly, doesn't cotton too much to Jews, fags, or anybody from anywhere in New York State. To be actually doing almost a number over there would be quite a miracle, if I do say so myself.
Neil, I'll tell you right now, I started listening to you because of a friend of mine who told me about you. It was just word of mouth.
Yeah.
And ever since ever since I started listening to you, and it was back before you guys went on to FM. When 95 went off.
For a week, yeah.
They did the transition thing.
For that big week.
Yeah,
they threw us a little bone. Here's a little bone, guys. Chew on it. Relish it.
I've been a loyal listener. The thing is, I tune into your show. I don't care if the Blobster comes on before you or after you. I know when your show is. I tune into your show. So that's the thing. You're good enough for people of our caliber.
That's what I say.
That want to listen to you. We'll tune in.
People who are up to our caliber, right? I agree with that.
And it's
people
true.
who are cut out of this kind of cloth.
People have to be able to understand and appreciate the show, and then I appreciate it. I tune in every day.
Well, hallelujah, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm wiping myself off as we speak.
Thanks again.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See ya. What do you say? See ya.
See ya.
There we go. We have an open line in Broward. 524-9463 and one on the green line. It's ringing as we speak. Boy, we're smoking over there on the West Coast just in anticipation of Ron and Ron coming over. See, we're smoking. He said it again. He wasn't talking about cigars. He's talking about weed, man. Weed. And you want to know why? There are some people who like acting in their prepubescent manner, find it just are obsessive because it's illegal. See, we don't talk about smoking cigars because, quite frankly, it's not illegal. It's not very exciting, even though cigars are like, it's like having something phallic to keep you satisfied and smiling part of the day.
Cuban cigars?
Oh, Cuban cigars, like a little bit too phallic. But anyway, as far as the weed, though, see, like if we were in Holland and it was like not a big deal because anybody who wanted it could go out and smoke it and sit in the cafe or just walk past the cafe and take a whiff and get the aroma out there on those narrow streets. And nobody would be talking about it because it would not be a big deal. So it becomes kind of like a very childish, and it's like the sexual attitudes in this country. Same thing. Childish. 21 afternoon at WIOD and WSUN.
Don't miss the Weekend Magazine featuring the latest news, information, trends, and what's happening. This Saturday and Sunday morning right here.
WIOD. Sister Mary Catherine. Jesus.
Neil, God.
From Munchkin Land, how did he get ears like that? How did Dumbo get in the rain? All he needs is a trunk on his
something that rhymes with bong, but I find much more stimulating. How does that sound? Don? How's Chuck Barris doing?
Don?
And that dyke J.P. Morgan. Remember when she was on the show all the time, that bull dyke J.P. Morgan? Boy, she used to... There's something about her. Bug me. Too macho for me. Intimidated, I guess. 12:27 at WIOD on a pretty amazing Thursday. Jaz McKay for Rick and Suds this afternoon. Take him or leave him. You know, when I listen to that promo, I must confess, I am somewhat fascinated by him because he's an enigma. He's frustrating because you hear little snatches of his act, and he really could be tremendous. You know, I think between the voice and the whole ambiance of his grisly personality, there is the makings of a guy who could really be great. But he's like he needs some guidance. And he came to the wrong place for that. Trust me when I tell you, he came to totally the wrong place. This is a place where they just throw you on, wait for you to do something totally off the wall and wrong and grotesque and way over the line, and then they say, oh, sorry, but you're history. Because I think he's got, like Lassiter said about Randy, and I should have said this a long time ago to show you what a hypocritical asshole Lassiter is. I have never seen so much raw talent in my life. It's frightening. He said that to me at least 3 times, and this is the same fat slob that goes on air over her there and badmouths the crap out of her to the point where he just about decimates her in the Tampa Bay market. But he's telling me off the air, I've never seen so much raw talent. It's frightening. The great analyzer of radio talent, Mr. Blobster. Here's Oviedo. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How you doing?
Okay, sir.
Neil, what about Orlando and all this?
What about Orlando?
What about
what about it?
I know. Are you coming into this market?
I doubt it.
I heard you were like 2-3 weeks ago.
According to whom?
No, just rumors flying around.
Well, if I am, it sure is news to me. Okay. Because I heard 2 months ago that they were moist to have me on there on whatever that station Jim Phillips is on. And then, of course, I made the big mistake by leaving it in the hands of these assholes here at Cox Broadcasting. And like I said yesterday, they don't give a crap about me. I mean, it wouldn't cost them another dime because we've already got these 800 lines, and we wouldn't have to put another one in, and they're already just sitting there. We've already got the uplink. It wouldn't cost these people a dime. And it would be tremendous exposure and really add a whole new element to the show and be a lot of fun. And they're just sitting on their ass, and we're waiting for Bob Neal to move on this. They don't care.
I know. It's absolutely...
You must, if you're going to work for assholes in this business, you must have an agent. And like I said, that's another resolution for the new year is sometime this next week, I'm going to go out and get me a real agent who's going to be interested in my welfare and my concerns and not sit back and wait for the Cox twerps to take care of my life.
Beautiful. And one last thing. Who won the Toronto Blackhawk game Monday? Do you know?
I don't think they played, sir. See ya. We have an open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463. I think all immediate future Leaf games have been canceled due to lack of ability. And then Andrechuk gets hurt last night. That's just what we needed. We couldn't score at Kathy Willett's house. We couldn't score at a French whorehouse in Quebec. And Andrechuk gets hurt, which is really just what we need. It's the frosting on our ass. Here's Kendall. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm a 18th time caller.
Okay.
Neil, how come people tell you they're a first time caller? Do you actually
Because
give
they
a
have
crap?
nothing to say. No, nobody gives a crap. It's boring and it's gratuitous and it sucks.
All right, well, I know this is
It's like verbal foreplay. I think what they ought to do is get right to the meat of the matter and stop with all this, mindless chatter that nobody cares about.
All right, well, I'm going to
It's like that Rick and Suds thing on Tuesday, which they do. The point of it is good to try to encourage new people to call, but why do we have to reward people for the first time they call?
Neil?
You want a ham, by the way? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I need to talk about something serious.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to talk to different people about it, but I can't get a straight answer.
Well, you probably won't get a straight answer on this show.
Neil, I was molested by Michael Jackson.
Really?
Neil?
That damn faggot. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
You know how we're going to win the Dolphin game this week?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
We're going to put a big case of Budweiser in the end zone and line up Fat Rick Sanchez as fullback.
Yes. There you go.
Go get it, Fat Rick.
Okay.
Neil.
See ya. We have an open line. It's in Dade, 751-9463. By the way, anybody wants to get some good tips up at Pompano Park, get new Fat Richie's new tip sheet. It comes with its own little gold-plated shovel right alongside, so you can shovel that horse stuff, man, like it's going out of style. I don't want to start in on him again for more than another hour and a half today, since we only have an hour and a half left. But this man is destroying my good times at Pompano Park. He really is, and I'm sure he's listening right now as we speak, and if not, I'm sure he'll hear about it. Just keep all your information to yourself. It won't even bother me if you've got an $80 horse and you start screaming and throwing around winning tickets after the race. I don't care. More power to you. I hope you win every night. Great. But just, I don't want to hear any more of your crap. I mean, how gullible can I possibly be to believe that on those 95% of the occasions when the man is up there, when I'm there with him, that almost all of his information is totally bogus, like that in that grotesque first race and the 12th race and just about every other race last night, except the 4 to 5 shots that I don't need any assistance on that we know are going to win by open lengths. Those I don't need any help. I can read the program. And on those very few nights when I'm not there, tremendous night, $800, $1,000, $1,200 triple. We had this, we had the super. Just on those nights when I'm not there. So from now on, what's going to happen is I'm going to pretend that I'm not there. I'm going to have my own super spies following him to the window and betting on the nights when I'm not there, betting the same damn tickets that he gets, betting the same information that he allegedly gets, and just see how it comes out in the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hollywood, hello.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, great show.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the radio too loud.
Turn that radio down now.
Yeah, let me shut it down.
Turn that baby down.
Yeah, all right. Great show. And what kind of children listen to your show in the daytime on AM radio?
None.
None.
No children.
So what's wrong with
Only children who listen are those like 13 and 14-year-old girls that call up jazz.
What's wrong with the language?
In between listening to Pearl Jam. They're jamming it.
Exactly. I watch TV at night, late night. And
right.
Man, they got some stuff on there you can't.
That you wouldn't even believe. That you haven't even heard yet.
So I just want to say I'm a first-time caller, and you're a hell of a guy.
Okay.
And keep it going.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
See ya. Open line on the green line in out of town, 1-800-2 in Broward now. 1 in Broward, 524-9463, 524-WIOD. Let's get with it, man. Let's start the new year with another resolution that there will never be an empty line on any show on this radio station. How is that for a challenge, huh? You've heard a payphone challenge. You've heard of Don and Mike with their bogus ripoff of Rick and Suds phone booth challenge. How is this for a caller challenge? Never a single empty line for the entire 1994. How do you like that?
Oh!
Huh? What do you think? No? Well, we got 2 of them right now. 1 in Broward. Oh, I remember those days. 57 consecutive days. It was a year ago, November. We broke Joe DiMaggio's record. 57 consecutive days when we really had an audience on this radio station. 57 days I never gave out a phone number. We never had an open line. The phones kept ringing. It was like a challenge. The audience lived up to it. They were calling. They were ringing. They were swinging. They were doing it. They were into it. They were a part of our lives. Now it's just another one of these cathartic things where we're just hoping that we make a comeback because we're like stepchildren that have been like put adrift in a little raft out at sea in the middle of the Pacific without a compass. But Boy Gary will be back on Monday, so have no fear, man.
Oh!
Everything will be kosher, because Boy Gary will be back from Louisville on Monday. Speaking of faggots, there's that David Bowie. God, he makes me sick. Oh, look at who this is. Boy, oh, boy.
Good afternoon, Neil.
It's our old friend, Len.
Yes, how are you?
Our old friend, our old chronic friend who has to call because he can't come and pester us at remotes anymore because we don't do any.
Right. Now, I've been...
How you been, Len?
Good. Now, I need to get to the meat of the matter.
Please.
I'm going to try my best to make promo for today and tomorrow.
Okay.
I've been practicing, although I'm not a singer. Is George on the board?
George is on the board right now.
Have him mark the tape. Are you
He's
ready?
got his ear on it right now.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Jean provocateur. Oh, Jean provocateur.
Oh!
Oh, Jean provocateur. Oh, Jean provocateur.
He's an agent provocateur.
Beautiful, Len.
Thank you.
I'm touched.
Did I make promo?
But not enough.
Not enough.
Well, we'll see. If we have nothing else exciting going on today, George says maybe, but don't hold your breath.
Okay.
He said work on it.
He did say that.
What was that?
What was that? What was that little tinkle?
That was George's editorial comment.
Oh, was that it?
He says if you snooze, you lose, and he's on the verge of both.
I see.
Happy New Year, Len.
Well, to you too, and God bless you, and keep it up.
And God bless it.
Thank you.
See ya, ye merry gentlemen. We have an open line in the date. I wonder what that meant, God bless ye merry gentlemen, huh? Never trust a gentleman named Mary is what I always said. Anyway, it's 12:36 at WIOD. There we go with those sexual puns again. We sure don't want to do that. And WSUN.
Tonight, after Randi Rhodes, it's Don and Mike.
News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Man, this son of a bitch is farting on me here. Hey, guys, if you're single and spend most of your nights alone in your room, why not work out, if you catch our drift? It's easy with SoloFlex. SoloFlex is the high-tech workout device that's effective because it works on one muscle at a time. In fact, it works on only one muscle. But you can set it up in 20 different ways to work on that one muscle. Yes, there's nothing like a session with SoloFlex to get sweaty and feel good about yourself.
Tommy, are you in there? Hello? What are you doing in there, Tommy?
And when you're done, or if you're interrupted, SoloFlex folds up quickly and hides in the back of your closet. SoloFlex, in the 90s, working out alone is the safe and healthy way to go. Call now for a free hands-on demonstration.
What is so funny now? What did I miss? What are you chortling about in there? No, seriously, I don't understand it. You're like laughing at the wrong times. There must be something else. It wasn't that.
You almost stepped on it.
No, I did not.
You were thinking about it.
No, I was not.
Had your mouth open.
I was thinking about something else.
Sorry.
12:40 anyway on a great Thursday. So anyway, how's my friend Sean doing from Pompano Park? Boy, you're a hell of a guy, Sean. Sean, I bring these people along that listen to this show. First they start out little groupies and they come to the remotes, and then all of a sudden they grow up and they blossom into full manhood, and they come and they bring their beautiful girlfriends to the track like Sean did last night, and they make a big mistake by coming by and asking for advice, asking for a tip on a race. I'm sorry, Sean. Don't listen to that fat fart ever again. He's full of it. He's full of it. Oh, Mike Dieter said he could win this, and Kevin Sizer said he could win that, and Bob Doherty said he could win this. And if you put all three of those guys together, they couldn't win a fixed race, okay? Here's South Beach on the Star Line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I wish you would watch what kind of language you guys put on the radio, because I have a 12-year-old daughter here.
Really?
She don't like it. And you also criticize my mom when she calls.
Why is it?
You make fun of my mom when she calls you.
Your mom?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think you should be a little more polite to her.
Yeah.
And also watch...
Screw all of you, pal. We have an open line. It's on the Star Line, Star IOD. Of course, they're probably working on that together right now with that phony voice. Real good job, Pally. Here's a mobile in Lakeland. Speaking of phony voices, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
We really are dying over here.
I believe it.
You, sir, are absolutely correct.
About?
I'd like to refer to the front page of our local newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Got an article here, Flap Over Dead-End Signs, just to pick up on the points. A few callers to City Hall do not like the color and favor something softer. They wonder if it's inconsistent to put up some signs that say dead end, while others say no outlet. And for others, like one elderly resident, I'm dying over here, whose dead-end street is part of a retirement community.
Why don't they just take the dead-end sign and stick it on his ass?
He says a sign with the word...
Or on his apparatus would be good.
A sign with the word dead has unfavorable connotations.
Right.
Can you believe it? Front
yes,
page.
I can. Because
Front
that's the kind of stuff that makes big news in Florida, man, because this is a death knell. This whole state is dead.
They ought to put a sign out front that says dead end.
Yeah. When you come to the state of Florida, there should just be like a gigantic billboard that says death reigns supreme.
I agree.
Or that just says...
I'm dying over here.
Right.
They ought to be. They ought to be.
They are.
In closing...
That's one good thing to keep in mind is that they are, and we'll be here to watch it.
Yeah, great. Bobby Jordan, you're a no-good, puke-inducing, vinegar-filled douchebag.
Okay. See ya. We have an open line at Dade, 751. What? I'm getting to do it almost as good as he does now. That's getting him pissed off, too. He's getting really psychotic about that. Yesterday he was talking about how humorous it is to hear me say that, but now practice makes perfect, and I'm working on it real hard and saying that, too. Here's Miami. Hello.
Donnie, this is your chance to be famous.
Who?
Hello.
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 Are you famous?
No, I'm not famous at the moment.
Oh, okay. But you're working on it.
Yes.
And being famous, too.
Definitely.
Okay. And? Speak to me. Come on, let's do it.
And what?
Are you out of material?
Am I what?
Are you out of material?
Out of material?
You are. Open line in Dade, 751-9463. Here's Bonnie from Kendall.
Oh, hi, Neil.
Long time no talk, thank the Lord for the nighttime.
Right.
How you been, Bonnie?
Oh, pretty good. Was Santa good to you?
Well,
he was good to me. He got me a cellular phone. I couldn't get through on it, so
Did he really? Well, wasn't that nice?
Yeah. So now I can call you from anywhere.
I don't sit on Santa's lap because I know all about him.
Well, you got to watch out for those that white fuzzy stuff and the bells and all the rest of that stuff.
And
anyway,
Santa, too, yeah.
Yeah. I called you because you were talking about smoking through
Cigars.
a bong.
Smoking what?
Through a bong. With
Yeah.
a C. And I was wondering if you had ever heard of something called Philly's Blunt.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
You mean
'cause
cigars?
That wasn't mentioned.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well-
what does Philly's Blunts have to do with bongs?
Because it's a way to smoke marijuana.
Philly's Blunts?
Yes. This is like the
He was
latest.
talking yesterday about guys that like hollow out the middle of the cigar and they stick pot in there and they
That's
smoke
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard about that on Howard's show, so I didn't know if you had.
Oh, well, that must be where he got that from then.
That's right.
Okay.
Everybody.
Wait a minute. What is it?
It's all over.
It's all over what?
Blunts.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's all over?
Lots of people do that.
Why?
I don't know.
Why couldn't you put it inside of a Swisher Sweet?
No, I don't know. Supposedly, maybe it's the kind of tobacco that they use. They say you get a better high.
Oh, please,
All right.
please, spare me the pain. You mean Howard is now talking about Drek like that?
Well, no, he was, because one of his guys, Stuttering John,
Yeah.
was the guy that told him about it.
Yeah, I know where
They
Stuttering John puts the blunts. You're not kidding. You're not fooling me.
So they had this whole long discussion about it on one of his shows, and I had never heard of it. And they said
Yeah.
that they can't even keep these cigars on the shelf.
Juvenile, childish.
Right.
I mean, let's get a life already, for crying out loud. Go get the newspaper and roll up a big one and
Right.
do your thing.
Right. And
I
light-
just
light
can't deal
yourself
with
up.
it. I just can't deal with it. It's so prepubescent already.
I know. I got over that stuff years ago.
No, I mean, I don't care. I don't give a crap what anybody does. If they're smoking it by the pound, I don't care. But it's not amusing and it's not entertaining. And it's just ponderous. It's like an obsession. If you're going to be obsessed with something, be obsessed with something that's like stimulating.
Like Miguel?
Now you're, exactly, there you go.
Right. Well, anyway, that was about it. Oh, and the other thing, I have listened to, who's that guy, the Jaz McKay?
Jazzmeister, yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know. Really bogus, if you ask me.
Bogue?
Bogus.
Yeah.
It's sort of like listening to Cousin Brucey.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it?
With better hair, though.
Only he's
Much
like,
better hair.
he looks like the portrait of Adrian Messenger.
Adrian Messenger.
Anyway, I don't know
think you're out of material, Bonnie.
I'm out of material, but you have a good New Year.
And the same to you.
Okay.
And bottoms up.
Thanks.
See ya. See ya. Open line and dates. See, a woman can't really do that. Could we have a woman who could really do that well, do you think, between now and 2? We probably won't have another woman caller the whole day. Except maybe some of those little 13-year-old girls that are playing grab ass with each other's apparatus while they're listening to Pearl Jam and they're jamming it. Just the women just don't have the ballsiness. Although maybe Ann could probably do that. Wouldn't that be great? She could have a new signature that might even get her back one of her earlier newscasts on Channel 10. When Grandma finishes doing the news, just before she hops out to step into her diesel truck. See ya! What is the thing? What does she say at the end of the news? She's got something she does. I never watched
She does
that.
the sign language thing.
Oh, yeah, that's boring, Grandma. Nobody wants that, okay? Even Helen Keller'd be embarrassed by that. Forget the sign language. Do like, see ya! A real good macho thing. Sure as hell put that Brian Norcross to shame. 1248 at WIOD and WSUN.
At 8, following Sports Talk 610, it's Randi Rhodes.
News Talk Radio 610.
Increíble.
WIOD.
1251 at WID. We were just talking a little bit about the Phillies Blunts thing, which I have no interest in. It's one of those things, it's like a throwback to stuff that was going on 20 years ago when little juvenile people were experimenting with all kinds. And like I said, if you want to do childish crap, it's a lot more fun to stick a Reese's peanut butter cup inside a jelly donut, like Dom DeLuise. Get the honey, Junior. See, that's something that I could sink my teeth into. But anyway, let's do Palm Harbor. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
Okay, bro.
Hey, I got a few points I'd like to touch on.
Yes, sir. Touch on this.
Okay. Whip it out, my friend. Listen, that rivalry, that asshole Phil Esposito
Yes?
between the Panthers and the Lightning.
What rivalry is that? The one where
Very
the Panthers have
disappointing.
won 3 games and tied the other one?
Very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm not very pleased.
Probably even more disappointing that the Panthers are 10 points ahead and have a game or two in hand on the Lightning, who are holding up the rear.
Well, that's good for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Well, that's because we got a real team. What can I tell you?
And we've got a bunch of dummies skating around.
Phantom team.
Hey, I like the guy who said bring the duck calls. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Too bad they're not playing over here.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm wondering, do you think a bunch of lesbians sang that pussy song earlier?
No.
No?
No.
And another thing,
Let me ask you, what's the pointer of your call, sir?
I wanted to wish you a Happy New Year.
And same to you. We have an open line on the Green Line, 1-800, and one in Broward, 524-9463. Let's do Coral Springs. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I want to do a little predicting for you for your friends at Cox Broadcasting.
Yes.
Now that they have Tom Joyner on and they're spending all this money, it's more unlikely that that you'll ever get Howard, and I'll tell you why.
Wait a minute. It's more likely?
It's more unlikely.
Oh.
Because if you and Howard are going to get a 20 share, why are they going to spend money against their own good money with Tom Joyner up there?
Different audience.
But still, I mean, it's
ethnic audience. They're not going after the white audience. They're going after the Jams audience.
Yeah, but it'll
EDR.
overlap a little bit.
Huh?
It'll overlap a little bit, don't you think?
A little bit. I don't think so. How many brothers do you think are listening to Howard? How many black people do you think we got in this audience?
True. But
very
it's
few.
It's not all blacks that listen to Hot 105, though. But I mean, from their standpoint, I look at
overwhelming majority.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I got a shameless request.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep my hopes up.
Okay, your version of the Michael Jackson press conference speech or whatever.
Yes.
It was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Pee in the pants?
Definitely.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
I got it in the machine right now.
See ya.
And the car too. See ya.
See ya.
Okay. Here's Michael saying, see ya. See ya.
But if I am guilty of anything, it is of giving all that I have to give. My penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted to help children all over the world.
That damn faggot. I can't stand him.
Just isn't complete unless LaToya gets her 2 cents in, unless she gets her licks. We have 2 open lines at Broward, and we haven't even started the new year yet. We're practicing for our New Year's resolution, and we have 2 open lines at Broward. See, leave it to them to be the ones who put the thing in the wheels and the spokes. 524-9463. Let's do Tampa. Hello. Okay, let's do a Plantation. Hello. Get your ass in here, Jazz. It's almost 2 o'clock. Let's try a lady in Tampa. Hello.
Hi, Neil. Happy
Hi.
New Year.
And the same to you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think there's a small flaw in your logic, if I can say that, regarding Ron and Moron.
Yes.
It seems like, and I've been living in Tampa for quite a while, and all of the teeny boppers in this area who used to listen to Ron and Ron switched over to 98 Croc in the morning. Even when Ron and Ron were still on 95.
Really?
Yes.
Well, don't tell Cox Broadcasting that, because they're trying to peddle us a song and a dance that Ron and Ron are going to do double digits, that when they left the air over there, they were still the hottest thing since Talafah in Jerusalem.
I don't think so.
Really?
I really, obviously I'm not in the business, so I haven't seen any of the numbers.
Right.
But there was talk of contract dispute and this and that, and it's really hard to say. But I do know that when I was that age, when I really got into all of this Ron and Moron crap, when I thought it was funny.
Panty facts, yeah.
Yes. It wasn't cool to listen to AM.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't see, that too many of that age bracket are going to be switching over to AM. Unfortunately for
wouldn't that
hear
be a
Ron
bitch?
and Moron.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I think that, I think it'd be hilarious, although you won't be getting that rollover effect that...
See, I can't speak for them because I just don't see their act at all. I just don't understand the big attraction.
No.
I will say this, if Howard were on, whether he's on AM or FM or shortwave, even though he's been declawed to a great deal and not as funny as he used to be, in spite of that, I wouldn't care where he was on because the living and breathing people would make an effort to find him, and it wouldn't make any difference whether it was cool or uncool because they want to hear what he was doing.
Oh, sure, exactly.
There are a few people like that.
Oh, and if I wanted to...
I'm not sure they're one of them, but we'll find out Monday.
Yeah. But, I mean, if I wanted to hear that crap, I'd go home and I'd turn on public access or something, I mean, talking about Ron and Moron, not Stern.
Yeah.
But, so I really don't see what WSUN's trying to do other than, drive away all of the listeners that really got into Rick and Suds. Because, obviously, like you've been saying over and over again...
That's all we're getting is, like, people are... I had the one guy before who said, yeah, Bob's okay, but he's going to miss Rick and Suds. But most of the people have been saying that they're really depressed because they would like Rick and Suds, and Blabo is going to put him into a coma and probably...
Oh, really? I'm
dial into another position in the afternoon.
At 2 o'clock every afternoon, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to go listen to sports or something,
or find a life or something,
Yeah, exactly. But have a good New Year.
And you too.
Congratulations on the Panthers. I am a Lightning fan, and, You know, what can I say?
Well, it's nice. It's nice to be doing well.
It really is. It really is. Enjoy it while it lasts, because
I know.
speaking as a second-year team, it ain't fun.
Even for a long-time team like the Leafs, it don't last forever.
Yep, really.
Okay, see ya.
Right, see ya.
Bye. Oh, not bad. We have an open line. If she would drink a lot more whiskey and do a lot more hits on that bong, she'd be doing a lot better. Get her way down there. Way down deep, honey. Let's do Miami Lakes on the Star Line. Hello.
Happy Thursday to you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's doing over there?
Green Sox Thursday.
Listen to me. I am so tired of hearing all the belly aching about how bad the Dolphins suck.
Yeah.
Every Monday, after every game.
Well, isn't it pleasant, though, that I've avoided much conversation about that today because I can't take it?
After every Monday, after every loss next season, instead of calling it Sports Talk, we're going to call it Shiva Talk.
Yeah.
All they do is
Bring in the minion. Bring in the filet mignon.
And this asshole Cox happens to live in my community in Cooper City.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go by and fling something at his house, I think.
Good.
Anyway, tired of it. I'm tired of it.
There's something about that name, man. It just seems to carry a certain thing around it, a certain sense of psychosis. Maybe if he changed his name, he'd be straighten his ass out.
Can you imagine if we had the other linebacker? We had Zucker, and we had that Quinella going.
Yeah.
And Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, yeah.
And the Mad Dog slips up and says, "Cog," you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Anyway, you do have a couple of blackies listening to you. One of them is in my warehouse right now. Reggie, you're listening. You're an asshole. Neil, please play. I'm going to start on it right now, rap on it, that little bit. You can fit that in before the break.
I could?
Come on.
You want to bet?
Please.
Mandich?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mandich.
And in closing...
I'm going to start on this theme, and I'm going to rap on it all year long.
And in closing...
I wish...
See ya!
The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, dial 751-WIOD from Dade. In Broward, 524-WIOD. Outside the 305 area code, toll-free 1-800-944-WIOD. And Bell South Mobility customers make it a free call by dialing star IOD. Now, the Neil Rogers Show on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Let me tell you something. The only thing bigger than the 1 to 2 hour is that Debbie Ellis. Boy, is she a cow. Oh! The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the ground.
Oh!
The Pope smokes dope. He likes to smoke in mass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy head. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, a super hippie, never shut up chunk. Popes in Rome get stoned alone, priests in church shit. Oi! The Pope smokes dope, God give him the grass. The Pope smokes dope, he likes to smoke a mass. The Pope smokes dope, he's a groovy head. The Pope smokes dope, the Pope smokes dope. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jill forgot to take a pill, now she's got a daughter. Taking pills is not a joke for a groovy pope. Birth control can be a toke of marijuana smoke. The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. He likes to smoke an ass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy head. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The Pope is getting higher. 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 The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. He likes to smoke an ass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy head. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope.
108 at WIOD. You know what the thing about the Phillies blunts that we were talking about before? Maybe he smokes Phillies blunts, the Pope. Faxes from the Jazz Man. Thank you so much, sir. Anyway, what does it say? The same old people at the play last weekend. Projector breakdown leads to theater melee. Here's another one of these great stories that only could happen in South Florida. Employees retreat to locked orifice. The breakdown of a projector during a Wednesday showing of Schindler's List resulted in a near riot which frightened theater employees locked themselves in an office to escape the angry audience. The crowd calmed down with the arrival of 3 patrol cars from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Orifice. We almost had a riot, said Dodd Geffland, assistant manager of the of the Shadowwood Square 12 theaters near the intersection of Glades Road and US 441 in Boca. It was very close. Gelfand said he and the other employees said about 30 of 360 patrons in the theater during the 4:45 p.m. show caused most of the trouble, complaining about the sudden breakdown 40 minutes into the film and demanding refunds. It was their conduct that delayed refunds of the early show tickets, $4 for adults, $3.75 for seniors. They were creating a dangerous situation for employees and other members of the audience, he said. At the height of the disturbance, Gelfand and 5 other employees locked themselves in an orifice at the theater. One of my ticket takers was in tears, he said. No arrests were made. Another act of civil disobedience by our South Florida seniors. Beautiful. Now, let me say this. Neil, when you start making a third of what Ron and Ron get paid, then you can open your big mouth. See ya, says the fax, okay? Well, isn't that beautiful? How about if I start making a third of what Larry King is making, okay? And he blows the big one, too. So what the hell does that mean? I don't understand it. In other words, your talent is based on how much you're making? Is that what the deal is? I'd like to be making 10 times how much Ron and Ron are making. How do you like that? I'd like to be making half of what Howard is making, all right? What does that have to do with anything? Because I listen to Ron and Ron, and I'm going to say it again and again and again. There ain't much there, baby, okay? So, see ya. Anyway, let's do a Port St. Lucie. Hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, I got to work on this lineup here.
Yes?
Okay, why is Randy still on at night when you got this guy Jaz on during the day? He's just, he's really not cutting it.
He's filling in.
Well, wait.
He's going to be filling in for her next week.
For her?
Yeah.
Well,
she's going to be on vacation next week.
He should fill in for her while
she's filling in for Rick and Suds and getting ready to move into the afternoons. That's an excellent idea, but of course it would make much too much sense.
Oh, I see. See, because Randy has, put in her time, and she does a good job.
Randy is great, okay? I mean, it's just reached the point in my mind. It's not even worth debating. Randy is great. You can hear it in her promos. You can hear it in 5 minutes of her show. She's a funny person. She belongs. She fits. She's dynamite. She has paid her dues, and she deserves the opportunity. She's filled in that spot before, done a magnificent job. She's the kind of funny bitch that people would have a great time and laugh out loud in their cars on the way home an afternoon drive. And it's very simple, and that's why it's not happening, because they're busy sitting around worrying about Hot 105, and they're worried about the WSUN. But WIOD, which they've spent a lot of time screwing around with and messing around, they just can't quite seem to get off their ass and do something, which we're still waiting for the shoes to drop.
So it's nice that they look out for people who have been taking care of them when you guys are putting out 6 watts in the middle of the night.
Right.
So is Jaz definitely in for the afternoon? Is that a fact?
Of course not. Well, what makes you say that? I have no idea.
I hope not.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, you need to
My
get Randy
suggestion was, huh?
You need to get Randy. You got the pull there. Get Randy.
I have no pull. I already told them that right to their puss the other day. They asked me, I told them, and now I hear nothing else. They discussed nothing with me. Nothing. But anyway, they did ask, and that was my suggestion, and it was probably a mistake because whatever I suggest, they immediately do the opposite.
Well, I don't know what the Tampa market's like, but over here you got to get Randy on during the day. Cause
Amen.
I can't hear her up here at night when you guys are putting out no power.
Amen.
Okay, and furthermore, if there's any Mighty Ducks jerseys at that game, we're going to have the gunshot. Very much.
Okay.
And you need to bring in DeBerg. That'll help things out.
Let's not think about that yet. It's only Thursday. Please, can't we? No, we really do need a mental cooling out from that whole Dolphin thing, from that syndrome. We need some time. We need some space.
Okay. All right, have a good one. Go Panthers.
See ya.
See ya. See ya.
I'm trying to stop doing that, and I can't stop it. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463, 113 at WIOD and WSUN.
The latest news from the 610 WIOD News Center each hour, plus an update on traffic and the current weather forecast.
WIOD.
Hey, Neil. F*** you.
Merlin Olsen for STD.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Merlin. You feeling all right? You're covered with running sores.
I think I'm going blind, too.
Sounds like syphilis, Merlin.
Could be. Somebody just sent me this lovely STD Pick It Up bouquet.
The STD Pick It Up bouquet?
That's right, Bob. A selection of Petri dishes, each containing a virulent and highly contagious sexually transmitted disease.
Who would send you something like that?
Oh, ex-wife, disgruntled girlfriend, could be any number of people. You know, I played pro ball for a number of years, and there's a lot of casual sex on the road.
Well, it's nice to know that somebody somewhere is thinking about you.
Yeah.
Spread the joy and the germs with an STD Pick It Up bouquet. STD. It's the next best thing to being there. Doing it.
116 WIOD. And let's do Mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Okay.
That Panther game, I heard that's been rescheduled. Is this true?
What game?
The Anaheim game.
No.
Okay, I heard it was rescheduled to noon.
That's, what do you mean reschedule? That's the time it always was going to be.
Oh, well, on the ticket it says 7:35.
Really?
Yeah.
No chance.
No way.
When'd you get that ticket?
Well, when I got my season tickets.
Oh. Well, I don't know. My schedule says 12:05. It always is going to be 12:05, and maybe when they printed them up the very first time it was going to be. But trust me when I tell you, it's at noon, 12:05.
Okay. Hey, do you mind if people come by at the game and say hello, or you don't want to be bothered?
Not in the least. They always come by. They're always very friendly, and they're great, and they're wonderful, and no problem.
Great. Well, okay. Well, we'll see you there.
Okay.
And see ya.
Bye. Open line in Dade, 751. He did it so well. Why would I even try to upstage him? Let's do medley. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Okay, pal.
I just wanted to let your callers and people that are listening to you, supposedly Dolphin fans, that Mitchell is starting. It was on the sports page on Wednesday.
No.
I'm not a Dolphin fan.
Are
but
you
I think
serious?
I think the Berg should start. Yeah, it's on page 10D on Wednesday. Sports
no.
So,
Scott Mitchell is starting the game on Sunday? No.
I think the playoff hopes are down to 2 with Mitchell starting.
What is going on there? Is Shula got a little something going on with Scott, or is he just like that haircut? What is that?
I don't know, but I think the only chance...
Boy, he stunk the joint out on Monday.
Right.
He was pathetic.
Well, they got to give the ball to the experienced man.
Right.
And the only chance I think that they have...
Especially up there in the wind and the cold and the snow and the friend. Don't forget the great game that DeBerg played in those conditions in Dallas. Played a great game.
Yeah, that's who I am. I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I just didn't
well, there you go. So you know what I'm talking about.
He played great with the
He
Cowboys.
did. No, but I'm saying in that game, DeBerg played a hell of a game.
Now, honestly, here with the experience and, of course, the experience that he has with this type of climate, I think DeBerg should be the starter.
Well, maybe like this last guy said, maybe he's got confused with the Dolphin game. Maybe this game has been rescheduled for another season.
Maybe that's it.
Could be our only hope.
And
it could be really ugly, sir. It could be real ugly.
It sure could. The other chance that they might have of winning is that if Tom Olivadotti and Gary Stevens get lost or something. And,
yeah. That would
be
if the whole coaching staff misses the bus, might not be bad.
Right.
Maybe we could arrange a little hijack on the way to Foxborough.
Yeah, and a little. I got a friend of mine got the Luis Miguel Arias tape.
See?
So I'm ready to get intensive this weekend into Luis Miguel. I haven't heard a lot of his songs, but most of his songs are great.
You'll get into it big
it.
time, trust me.
Yeah, and also with that accident with the Corvette and the Mustang, it goes to show you that the Corvette is faster because the Corvette hit the Chevette first.
Exactly.
And in closing, hello.
What? Two open lines. They're both in Dade, 751-9463. Let's do Miami, our last Dade call, of course. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
This holiday season, right, I get a call from my crazy uncle. I haven't seen him in years. He lives out of state. So he says, come on up, visit me. Spend a couple days, and he lives out in the country.
Where was this?
It's up in Ohio.
Oh.
Let's not pinpoint it any more than that.
Okay.
So I go, I fly up, I get there, and he's disabled. And he's got this guy that lives with him that helps him, get around and stuff. He's in a wheelchair. So I get in, and the disabled guy, his helper.
Now, wait a minute. The guy that helps him out is disabled?
No, my uncle's disabled.
Yeah, you sure now?
Right. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Exactly.
He's got some guy who lives with him.
Right.
And he helps him out, gives him a helping hand.
So to speak.
I'm following it, okay.
So I show up at the door, take a cab ride from the airport, show up at the door, and the manservant, whatever you want to call him, greets me. He says, the uncle's, doing whatever. Go up to your room, get ready for dinner, take a shower, whatever. So I'm taking a shower, I'm Singing in the Rain. So
Singing in the shower.
My favorite song.
Like Malcolm McDowell. Singing in the rain.
And
yeah.
So I come down to dinner.
And he says, try the wine?
I come down to dinner, and there's nobody there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, in the dining room, but there's a plate of spaghetti.
Yeah.
So I sit down and I start eating.
Uh-huh.
I'm in my red and white bathrobe.
Well, I must be getting really slow, you know it?
I'm in my red and white bathrobe. I'm eating. I'm feeling good. And here he comes. Old crazy uncle in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, comes rolling down the ramps. Okay, and I'm sitting there eating. I said, I apologize for starting without him. You know, there's nobody here. I'm hungry. So he says, no problem. Why don't you just try the wine? And I
Why? Oh, I blew it there. Mine was better than yours was.
Try the wine. No, mine's better. I'm sitting here watching it. I rented it after hearing you talk about it. And I didn't even know where that line came from.
Hadn't you ever seen that movie before?
No.
Oh, my God. One of the greatest movies ever.
It's
Clockwork
cool.
Orange?
It's cool, man.
Man.
And I don't even know where that line... I've heard that cart before. I don't know where it comes from.
And you see that thing that was hanging down from Malcolm McDowell when they, were putting the prison uniform on there?
Right.
What was that thing?
I don't even want to hazard a guess.
Right.
But I'm
couldn't put your finger on it.
Listen. I'm sitting here watching the flick, and I heard that cart before, and the guy says the line, and it's like Pavlovian in my mind. I go, God, I picked up the
Where's
phone.
the other cart, George? The long one. It says, food okay?
It's got because I stopped it right there, and I've been on hold for like 25 minutes, putting it on pause, waiting to roll that thing. Is that what he says next? Because the guy's like wound up real tight.
Where the hell is that other cart where he says, food all right?
And the guy's...
Try the wine!
The guy kills me when he hears him singing in the rain in the tub.
Yeah.
He starts freaking out.
When he starts spazzing out, and you see the veins, his whole head turns not red but purple.
And you know what?
And you see the veins popping out on his forehead. That's a beautiful thing.
And you know what this guy reminds me of? You know what he is? He's Jaz McKay at 16.
Possible. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here it is.
Food, all right. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. Anyway.
Wait.
Great stuff. Great. Yeah. That's right before he says, try the wine. Try the wine.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, man, it's funny. It's a great movie, though.
I guess you won't be singing that song in the shower anytime soon again.
Yeah.
Have a great day, pal.
I won't be wearing my red and white bathrobe and eating spaghetti.
Exactly.
All right, man.
See ya. We have two open lines. They're both in Dade, 751-9463. 123 WIOD and WSUN.
Dadgummit, it's almost New Year's Eve, and I forgot to call Ran and find out about the appropriate attire for her New Year's Eve extravaganza.
Hello?
Hey there, Ran. How you doing? I was just calling to find out. Hi, Ran.
It's my machine. I'm not here because I had to run out to plan my New Year's Eve extravaganza for this Friday night. It's going to be great. I'm getting food from Pizza Loft, home of the world's best pizza, and then we have to dart out to Party Supermarket with 9 convenient South Florida locations. I'm sure I can find one to happily serve me. Leave a message at the tone, and after the very busy holiday season, maybe I'll get back to you.
Nice message, Ran. Not. Hey, next time you sell out, at least get more than pizza and party favors, Kay? How about getting some bear? Hey, look, black tie and blue jeans okay for that Jagunda party of yours? Oh, yeah, and I'll bring the Dick Clark earmuffs for everybody, Kay? Bye.
New Year's Eve. We'll ring it in, all right. We'll ring it in so loud your ears will bleed. It's Randi Rhodes' New Year's Eve extravaganza, live on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Afternoon at 2, it's Rick and Suds. Then at 6, it's Sports Talk 610.
News Talk Radio 610.
Oi!
WIOD.
Il n'est pas seulement un Goldberg, il est un hippopotame.
He's back, and he's stalking a psycho who wants to make the Chicago Cubs pennant contenders. Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry Carey.
Hello, everybody. This is Harry Carey with Steve Stone, and the Cubs are getting the beat out of them today.
Clint Eastwood gives a Hall of Fame performance as the legendary Cubs broadcaster. There's action.
The pitch. Strike at the... He's through that ball right past Clark.
Suspense.
It might be. It could be. It is a home run.
Romance.
Oh, look at the on that broad, Steve. Holy cow.
Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry Carey. Coming to a theater near you.
Hey, Neil. F*** you.
127 at WIOD. We do have an open line in Dade where they just don't seem to catch on too fast at 751-9463. Here's Lutz. Hello.
Neil?
Yes?
Can I finger paint your face?
Oh, God. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
Yes, I just wanted to say Jaz is great, but please stop the titty bars. Talking about the titty bars, you know.
Yeah. No more titty bars, Jaz. He's in the other room. He said no more.
Okay, Happy New Year.
He said he's going to all gay bars this year. He wants to meet Brian Norcross.
Happy New Year to South Florida.
And back at you, sir. What do you got, a little grab ass going on over there or what?
Well, no, just me and my wife. She's got a see you for you. You want to hear it?
She's got a what?
She's going to say see you for you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
Fine. I'm out of material, but I'm going to just say see ya.
Okay.
All right?
See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Little weak. About another pint, I think, will do it. Wood alcohol. We have an open line. It's in Broward, 524-9463. Let's talk about drinking beer through a straw. When I was in Boston, see that? I don't know. I'm just not ready to go back to the college fraternity mentality. The football is the same thing. College football and the college fraternity mentality. And there's some people that just want to cling to that, you know? There's some things I'd like to cling to, but that ain't it. Here's a Hollywood. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Says
on the screen. It says on the screen here, punk in Hollywood. Are you a punk, sir?
No.
Okay. George says you're a punk.
Oh, can you please play that Michael Jackson thing for my dad?
Which one is that?
We're talking to the kids. We're talking about the kids.
You mean the little bit where he's talking with a press conference, or the whole bit?
Yeah.
Just a little piece where he's talking?
Yes.
Well, what do you think about Michael, sir? Guilty or innocent?
Guilty.
Guilty as hell. Fry his ass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
But if I am guilty of anything, it is of giving all that I have to give. My penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted to help children all over the world.
Okay, enough is enough already with that. I got to give credit to George, by the way, who did put that together. It's far too clever and far too nimble for an old fart like me. We do have an open line. It's in Broward, 524-9463. Let's do Palm Beach on the Star Line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got a hiking question for you.
Okay.
At the end of the game...
What is icing?
No. This is something really...
Who was Maurice Richard? Yes.
At the end of the game, the players are given like a card or whatever that will tell them that they're plus 12, minus 4. It's like a grading as to how they played.
They're given a card?
They're given a grade as to how they played.
No, they're not. No, they are not.
What are they given? Or what is the plus 12
An
or
enema.
plus 4?
It's got nothing to do with them being given. That has to do with how many goals are scored while they're on the ice, for or against.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just a statistic. It's got nothing to do with something they're given like a little a brownie point or something like that. That's just a statistic.
Oh, okay.
And it has to do, in other words, if a guy's got a good plus number, that means that his team is doing well when he's out there, and they're not playing like a human sieve, and he's a good defensive player and a good scoring player, and the team does well when he's out there, like Jody Hull's got a good plus number, and some of the other Panthers. If he's got a minus, that means he's like a human sieve, and the other team scores like at will when he's out there on the ice.
Ah, great.
Okay?
All right, thanks for clarifying it.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. Open line on the Star Line at Star IOD. Or we could call up John Moynihan, and he could probably go into a big, like, 25-minute explanation of that easily. And probably most of it would be wrong. Here's Sarasota. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm down here on vacation.
From?
Kentucky.
From where?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hoss country.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've been noticing all these people from Canada.
Yeah.
Canadians.
Assholes, yes.
Yeah. Maybe some of them should play for Tampa, for the Lightning.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Okay. We have an open line in, he's from Kentucky. What do you want? Open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463, and one on the Star Line, Star IOD. Let's go to Tampa. Hello? Tampa. Going once, going twice, arrivederci. As soon as he mentioned Lightning, they all went dead in Tampa. Listen, I want to say this to you, okay? I know a lot of you people got your out-of-town relatives in town. You put on the radio, and, oh, listen to this. This is really great. And that's wonderful, okay? Turn them on to this show, to the entire radio station. Great, marvelous. Give them something to do because basically they have no lives anyway. But don't put them on the phone to call us and try to be cute and clever because, to be honest with you, a lot of these yahoos from Kentucky and Ohio and Indiana and wherever else they come from, they're not too interesting, to say the best. So, okay. Sure, getting a little exercise today, huh? getting really worked up about it. Open line on the Star line, Star IOD, one on the green line at 1-800. Now, why couldn't I let that go? He had a very good point. I thought he was right on target.
Oh!
Exactly. And we can't let it go. See, there's not even truth as a defense doesn't uphold your right to say things. I mean, he said basically the Dolphins suck shot is what he said, and he's right. The big one. Gigantic one. Even John Holmes would be impressed. But we just can't let that go out on the air because we live in a very, very sheltered and very fascistic society, and we can't say crap on the air until after 2. In fact, Jaz promises me that he's going to be saying shot several. I almost said it myself there several times this afternoon. He's almost got me converted. I came very close. I did have to dump myself once this morning. I had to dump Eric Idle on that thing, and he's got me won over. See, I'll be all if you can win over these people, I'm all for you. I'll build a monument to you out front if you can get them away from all this prissy crap, okay? But you got to understand, you're working for a bunch of people from Atlanta, a bunch of nose pickers, okay? Have you ever seen Bob Neal? Have you ever seen the corporate... Oh, man. He's about 3 feet tall, and he looks and sounds like...
Unbelievable.
David Paul. Same mentality. Kin from Aintree, which you ought to know about that movie, one of your favorites. They were up there in Aintree in the woods together, David Paul and Bob Neal. And Bob Neal's a little nose picker. Oh, gee, we don't want to put anything sexual on the air. That's where we get in trouble. Anything sexual, ain't sexual connotation. That's why they put Ron and Ron on at SUN. We don't want anything sexual on the air. So don't not only say crap, but don't even think about it unless you're just taking one downstairs and smeared it all over the wall. 135 at WIOD and WSUN. Not probably a good segue into this spot, so let's just pretend I didn't just say that. Let's look at Time Magazine, man. I got it in my hand right now in the magazine, too. In the brand new issue of Time Magazine, January 3rd, 1994. They got the top exciting things of the past year, one of those little compendiums of the most exciting inventions and concepts and new ideas of 1993. And on the list of the top 10, no less, is Mattis Ice Cream. It says, for aging boomers who want to have it both ways, Reuben Mattis introduced what may be the perfect treat. Low-fat ice cream with no chalky fat substitutes or bulking agents to spoil the flavor. The frozen dessert tastes like the real thing. It contains only 3% fat versus 16 to 22% fat for super premium brands like Haagen-Dazs. So in other words, you can still have that great taste of real, smooth, creamy, delicious ice cream without all the fat and the crap and all that other garbage in there and have yourself just a whale of a time. So enjoy all 9 incredible flavors of Mattis Ultimate Premium Low-Fat Ice Cream. That's M-A-T-T-U-S, cookies and cream and caramel crunch and chocolate cookie and lemon cherries and vanilla meringue and coffee or honey vanilla that's sweetened only with honey. Look for Mattis Ultimate Premium Low-Fat Ice Cream in the bright red and gray pints wherever fine ice creams are sold. Mattis Ice Cream, not associated with Haagen-Dazs.
Don't miss the Weekend Magazine featuring the latest news, information, trends, and what's happening. This Saturday and Sunday morning right here.
WIOD.
This is Mike Brophy, senior writer with the Hockey News. They don't come any better than Neil Rogers.
NYPD Blue. They called it shocking, but all they did was throw in a couple of mild cuss words and a butt shot. You can get that on cable. So we've taken it one step further in a gritty news show that'll change television forever.
Hey, butt wipe, pass me those arrest reports. There you go, dickless. Thanks, doucheball. Hey, blow me.
From the producers of NYPD Blue, it's NYPD Blow Me, the cop show where every scene is riddled with non-stop gratuitous obscenities. Guaranteed.
Give me my wallet back, you scum-sucking whore.
Hey, cops, you're all a bunch of pus-filled pansies.
I'm sorry I ever married you, you filthy slut.
Hey, blow me.
NYPD Blow Me. We're breaking new ground to become the most unpleasant show on television.
Hey, blow me. Hey, blow me. No, you blow me first.
NYPD Blow Me. If you don't like it, hey, blow me. NYPD Blow Me. Because cable's kicking our ass.
21 till 2 at WID. We just about kicked this thing in the ass today. Not too bad. We're getting, finally, we get over the new year. We'll get all past that, and then we can go on to, living a life and finding out just exactly what's going on here, and everything will come back down and hit the ground, and we can, be like for real maybe, just maybe. Because 1993, thanks to the new regime here, has been like a throwaway, like a living nightmare, and let's hope that we can overcome it. Here's a mobile in St. Petersburg. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil. We have got to do something about the influx of these refugees coming from New York.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to desensitize them and actually teach them how to live like Floridians and not keep telling us how great things are back home. Because if it was great back home, they certainly wouldn't be evacuating in the world that they are.
They wouldn't be evacuating in your face. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, you realize what the Hudson River is, the biochemical of...
Yeah. So let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
How long has your index finger been stuck in that left nostril?
It's not been there. I mean, it's serious.
Serious about what?
Serious about these...
You don't have any New Yorkers...
You Jews coming from New York!
You don't have any New Yorkers over there on the West Coast, sir. You don't have any. Sir, he's history. Moron. We have an open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463. Let's go to, and it's because of him over there that nobody from New York would go there in the first place. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yep.
The Jap song yesterday?
Yeah.
That was some of his Tamer material.
Really?
Oh, you got to go to the tapes. It was somewhere around
I'm not going to go through the tapes. That's not my job. I'm not here to censor the Jaz McKay show.
Yeah, but this was unbelievable.
If it was something good, though, I might want to hear it.
It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
A guy called up, I don't know, he was having a fight with his wife or something.
Yeah.
Jaz told
Did
him,
he say F a couple of times on the air?
No, Jaz was telling him what he should do. Take her out to dinner. And
Yeah.
Come home, throw her on the bed.
Right.
And he
tie her up.
Well, I'll say it the nice way. He said that he would have to do the oral deed like 6 times in a row, and
Yeah.
it was you got to hear it.
Yeah. I just lost my appetite, pal.
See ya.
Okay. He's talking to the wrong guy. Oh, man. We have an open line at Dade. See, ever since I've been a little kid, I've had this aversion to fish. Open line at Dade, 751, and one on the green lines, 1-800-944-9463. Don't forget now, we got at least a couple of things out of our 4 stations here in the 2 markets. We got 4 stations? 6 stations, I'm sorry. God, they're expanding like crazy. We got 2 FMs and an AM and a partridge in a pear tree. Hot 105 spending billions and billions, big bucks. Tom Joyner starts Monday morning, Hot 105 from 6 to 10. I have a feeling there aren't 3 people who listen to this show who have, any idea who Tom Joyner is. They got a better chance of knowing Wally Joyner than Tom Joyner, or Wally Phillips even. And, of course, Monday also on WSUN, Ron and Ron. Ron and Ron. Oh! There we go. On WSUN starting Monday morning. So I'm sure there are going to be billboards and tremendous, gigantic, full-page newspaper ads. And here at WIOD, like I said, we're just kind of sitting back waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Cutler Ridge, hello.
The actual terminology that Jaz McKay used was carpet munching.
Carpet munching.
Yeah.
Kind of like as in one of those gnats. What do they call those things that eat carpeting?
Moth.
Moth would be good? No, not a moth. There's like something that gets down on its hands and knees and crawls around. A little tiny thing.
Like a moth to a flamer?
Right, to a flamer.
Perhaps.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know.
There are flamers who get down on their hands and knees and eat things. That is true.
Well, I don't know. I guess the carpet munching is better than, like, poo-poo munching.
Poo-poo munching, yeah.
That would really be pretty wacky.
Unless you're having a poo-poo platter, like at the Mai Kai.
Well, if I had...
Have you ever eaten at the Mai Kai in Fort Lauderdale?
No, but I've had a barium enema.
Okay. Well, I think you can get one of those, too, while you watch that little Hawaiian show.
I'm waiting for the 2-for-1 special.
Uh-huh. And they send you to a movie at a theater where they're going to shut the film off in the middle so you can watch a senior citizen riot.
Oh, and there can't be any violence either because I just get my nipples so hot.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. Oh. We have an open line. It's in Dade, 751-9463. On all pornographic radio, that's going to be the new format. They got nothing to say. We say screw them, okay? They're busy worrying about Hot 105 and WSUN and the coast on the West Coast and the coast on the East Coast and all this other crap. We're just taking over here, okay? We're just going to have a good time. We're going to have a few laughs and screw everybody else. And Adam, blow me. Here's a mobile in Tampa. Hello? Yes?
How you doing?
Okay.
When are you going to branch out of Florida?
Soon, I hope.
Really?
No.
And the radio show, too?
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to say Happy New Year, damn it.
Okay, get a new phone.
Well, you know, I'm in a bad area here.
I know.
And I'm masturbating.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
See ya.
Later.
Well, it sounded like you had something over the phone. We have an open line. It's in the green line, 1-800-944-9463. Probably a guy read Howard's book right there. Definitely a guy who read Howard's book. First chapter, that's all about it. It's a guy who's listening to Howard's show, and he's in the car, and he's got the gear shift. There's something stiff in his hand. Let's do Pompano. Hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Haven't talked to you in a while. How you been?
Pretty good. How you been?
Pretty good.
That's the important thing. Everybody knows how I've been. How you been?
I've been good.
Good.
I just called to wish you a...
Johnny Dark. How you doing, Johnny? Beautiful shirt. He's wearing his trademark plaid shirt today, red and green from Kmart. Beautiful.
The same one, huh?
Same one he's been wearing for months, yeah.
Just called to wish you a Happy New Year.
And the same to you.
And can I say something in favor of our great president up in Washington?
About what?
About our great president up in
Sure.
Washington?
Go right ahead.
Well, it just seems like every day you hear that his popularity ratings are going up.
Yeah.
And the economy's improving.
Yeah.
Housing sales are up. Unemployment is down. You hear this every day
Up
now.
and down, right. Up and down, which is what he does best, evidently.
Well, listen, I don't care who he sleeps with or who
Me neither.
or who sniffs his jockstrap. I don't
Right.
care about that.
Exactly.
You know what
Not
I'm
when
saying?
you're that ugly.
But, you keep hearing these douchebags like Lardass and Mr. Ego and his deviated septum sidekick over there telling us that the country's going down the tubes and
Not
all
if
this.
you don't waste your time not listening to that crap, then you don't have to be exposed to it. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, anyway, I just want to call those kind of people assholes for the new year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As in
asshole.
Okay.
As an asshole.
Yeah.
And
wait a minute. I want have a great time, pal. Get out of here. I just want to say this right now, and I'm really serious about this. I have been on here. I go out on a limb for this bitch at night, okay? I mean, I really go out on a limb for my friend, the goddess. I'm pushing like crazy, and I'm really sincere, and I think she ought to get the afternoons. I play one little asshole. And this Adam and Randy and Jim, this little triumvirate that we got there at night, they are so possessive, like they invented that, like they invented the word, okay? I can go into this computer. What I have with Randy's voice, I have... That's it. That's the only thing I have. So when we play the promos, I put that in there to, punctuate. But what do we got in here? We got Neil saying, we got this. Randi Rhodes. She is the best thing that's happened to radio in this state in the last 50 years. Or then we got, okay, so I'll be an asshole, all right? Yeah. And then we got, she's also a foul-mouthed old bitch. And then we got, who's a lot of fun. Yeah. Randy's infectious. Yeah. Like a disease. Randy's infectious. Like a disease. I want the inside story on that. It's ridiculous. It is. Conjuring that image up. Jim with foreskin. Jim without foreskin is gruesome enough. But with, oh, man, grotesque. God almighty, what an enormous pickle. Look at the size of that pickle, man. Woo! I want my pornos, Nurse Ratched. The psychotic bitch. I could just keep going on and on and on. They got stuff that goes on too long for me to even play, like entire bits with my voice. But I take one little thing, one little crappy word like asshole, and right away he's giving me a look like, oh, well, Randy is so protective of our material. I'm getting to like jazz better by the minute, I'll tell you that. 147 at WIOD and WSUN.
Tonight, after Randi Rhodes, it's Don and Mike.
News Talk Radio 610. WIOD.
Who was that? 151 at WIOD. That was interesting. Here's Moral Gables. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Listen, whatever happened to the player-coach concept? I forget. It used to be used in hockey a lot.
Player-coach?
Yeah.
Emil
where you'd have
Francis.
the same guy coaching the team that was also on the ice.
Emil Francis and Connie Francis.
Yeah.
And who was that old guy who played, that real old guy for the Bruins years and years ago?
I don't know if Gilbert did it.
No, this is way before that. This is like in the Dark Ages. The real old crusty guy. I can't think of his name.
Well, they've done it in all sports at some point during desperation.
No way.
No way? Well, I have a
Why,
concept.
who are we talking about?
I have a...
Pat Burns? Let's stick Pat Burns in goal for the Leafs.
No, player-coach plus coup d'etat. I've been listening to your angst over how they're letting IOD go out to the wash.
Yeah.
And this is the deal. Instead of all these people calling in with new lineups and this and that, the whole thing, hey, let the revenue people say, we're not doing it unless we run it. Absentee boy Gary up in Louisville, what does that do? You get memos, non-specific. That does nothing for you. The leadership's got to come from within. So... If the money crop doesn't show up and says, listen, we want to run the show, then what are they going to do?
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? What are you saying? What language are you speaking?
Take over the station.
Take it over.
Yeah,
Bloodless
absolutely.
coup. Tomorrow would be the perfect day to take it over because there's not going to be anybody here. The orifice is closing, I think, at 2 o'clock today, like it did last week before Christmas. We take over tomorrow, bloodless coup. There'll be nobody in this goddamn building. We just lock the doors from the inside, take over, rearrange the whole place. I would like to go on FM personally on the coast next door. They're playing a bunch of slush, a lot of Michael Bolton and Gloria Estefan crap over there next door.
Well,
and we could just move right over there, man. We got all the cart machines in there. We got CD players. Just move our ass right in there. Do they have a computer thing in there, a terminal?
You've got enough.
I know the music is terminal. Over the coast, they must have a terminal. They don't. Well, we'll just pick this one up and move it right next door and plug it in.
You can uplink a satellite with your board op people. You've
exactly.
got enough,
no problem at all.
You can do it.
I think we're going to do it. I think we're taking over FM. We'll take over YNF and the coast tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm fully for it, and I'll contribute to the defense fund.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Neil.
See ya.
Happy New Year.
Same to you. Here's Davey on the Star Line. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Quick Rick Weaver spider quote before I get to my material.
Okay.
Anybody tell you what? Every time I was through the first way, but we'll break up those baddie words on the. I don't.
What is it? You're breaking up, sir. You're gone, pal. Oh, that was good. We had like two of them going at the same time with like a little phasing there. I felt like I had rolled up something inside of a Phillies blunt. Or inside something blunt. No, seriously, the thing with the Phillies blunts, it reminds me so much of like 30 years ago when I was a punk, and in Boston, the big thing was like either sipping beer through a straw, or we used to drink beer by the yard in those long tubes, you know, like they did way back in the 18th century, and whatever now. And you get a buzz real fast that way, and you start puking all over your shoes, and that's fine, like when you're like a punk and it's childish and juvenile. But quite frankly, I don't want to roll anything up inside of a Phillies blunt, and I don't want anybody sticking crap inside my cigar. Here's a mobile in Lakeland. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that they had tossed around the idea of throwing you on the same station as Jim Phillips in Orlando.
Yes.
Let me tell you that Jim Phillips is a decent. He's just okay. He's not nearly as good as he thinks he is.
Yeah.
But if they were to put you on from 10 to 2 in Orlando.
That's what they wanted to do.
You know the signal that station's got? It's an FM station. It would kick ass.
Yeah, I know it.
It's unbelievable.
And that's why I'm not on there, because this company doesn't want me to kick ass. This company is holding me back. They're holding me back. They tie our hands between our legs and behind our back, and then they say, okay, go out and get us a 20 share and make us $1 million.
Phillips is the only show that has any hope on that station. I've listened to all of them.
And didn't they put that obnoxious Ed Till on that station?
Yeah, Ed Till's
oh, my God.
I don't understand it at all, but I sure wish they would do it, because you would be covering from Gainesville to Ocala. You would have all of Central Florida. You'd even pick up Tampa.
I would cover it like a gigantic blanket, man.
Yes, exactly. Phillips says it's all the way from the Keys to Tallahassee. That's a little bit unrealistic, but yeah, God, it'd be a dream. Let's hope they make a resolution for. Let's hope they make a resolution for the new year.
A resolution.
It'll be great. Neil, you have a great new year.
Okay.
Take care now.
See ya. Don't step on Adam's sucking around now, trying to make up for what he said before.
La misma siempre tú. Amistad, ternura, qué sé yo. Sombra has sido tú, la historia de un amor que no fue nada. Tú, mi eternamente tú, un hotel, tu cuerpo y un adiós. Tú, mi oculta amiga, tú, un golpe de pasión. Amor de madrugada, no existe un lazo entre tú y yo. Nada de amores, nada de nada. Tú, la misma de ayer, la incondicional, la que no espera nada. Tú, la cariño yo que ser. Tú, mis horas bajas, tú, un cuerpo de mujer, un par de rosas blancas, no existe un lazo entre tú y yo. No hubo promesas ni juramentos, nada de nada. Tú, la misma de ayer, la incondicional, la que no espera nada. Tú, la misma de ayer, la que no supe amar, no sé por qué. Amiga, tú, la misma de ayer, la incondicional, la que no espera nada. Tú, la misma de ayer, la que no supe
Ay, Luis Miguel, Dios.
Squirt, squirt. South Florida's news, talk, and entertainment station. News Talk Radio 610, WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.